Is it me, or do you get babysat more than a 3-year-old?
What?
I said, is it me, or do you get babysat more than a 3-year-old?
What do you mean?
Are they threatening you with your life?
No. No, and that's... You comfortable?
Kind of.
It's perfect in here.
A little cold.
I'm okay. You're a little cold. So what's on your mind?
Well, I know that they're obviously a really tight 3. And you got to pick who we voted out all the last ones. So this is the one I'm standing up for, because you're still going to be a target over me. I haven't won one. They can, be like, personality, whatever, it's an Because obviously you were close to Jeff in that veto, and you didn't need that veto. And then you won a veto, which vetoes are what we need to be winning. So I like that being on my side, obviously, not theirs. Shelly, they already went against Brendan and their alliance to keep Shelly in. So she has pull with both.
Right.
And then it leaves Danny or Kalia. Danny's still a bigger target than you. You're never going to be less of a target than Shelly. Possibly I could be a bigger target than you if I, win this HOH or something. But that's it. So that's the only way I'm a bigger target than you, because I haven't done anything. And Rachel keeps wanting to talk to me because I'm the only girl that she's able to talk to. So.
But, she's the one that I'm scared of the most after Danny.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Rachel can go suck an egg. Rachel would put up Danny in a heartbeat, and then she hates Shelly. She has hated Shelly since week 2.
Yeah.
When her and I were both like, do you really think you can trust Shelly? And she's like, no, absolutely not. She's like, I'm so happy you agree. Let's try to convince Brendan. And I'm like, okay. Obviously her and, Brendan are really close, but, and that's the thing. I was with the vets from the beginning.
Right.
And that was just because I was grandfathered in.
And obviously so was Kalia.
No, but not like me. Kalia was friends with Jordan. That's a whole separate entity. Jordan still says she won't put up Kalia. Kalia still says she won't, put up Jordan. But in the more recent weeks, obviously Kalia said, yeah, I probably would put up Jordan. But Kalia would have to win the HOH and stuff to do that. Danny, is physical, and she studies. And she knows ins and outs about the game. And for me, yes, I think a newbie group of 4 is cool, awesome. But in reality, it's back to newbies versus veterans. And they understand it, they know more. And for me, Kalia is super emotional about everything. Even about this, she's all, sad because Danny doesn't want to talk to her about being up on the block and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, of course Danny doesn't want to talk to you about it. You're her friend, and, she's up on the block next to you. That sucks. So...
well, let me just interject something. Danny's in a position with her back against the wall, and she's going to say whatever she can say.
Yeah, to a point, yeah.
But some of the things that she's done... I don't know,
what?
When she put me and Shelly up against each other, yeah, her idea was to backdoor Brendan.
Yeah.
And that worked.
Yeah. That's why she did it.
Right. But what if it didn't work?
It doesn't matter if it didn't work. Because it did.
See, it does. It does, because that was her mindset.
She thinks a lot about every move she makes.
Oh no, I know. And she takes high risks.
Her game, yeah, it's a high risk.
I respect that.
For her, it was do anything she can to make sure that Brendan was gone that week.
Right.
And she told you that that's what needed to be done. She didn't even tell Shelly. So for me, I don't really know. But I do know she did have...
Are you sure she didn't tell Shelly?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Shelly said she told her. And she told her right after.
Yeah.
But, like, the way Shelly was that whole week, it could have gone either way. So.
But it's like, you know, she played with my life. And even though she told me we were safe.
Dude, the whole alliance played with your life 2 times. Like, they had a deal with Dominic to get you out. You were nothing to them. And
they had a deal with me to get rid of Dominic.
Dude, they have deals with everybody,
right,
is the thing. That's the main thing. They had a deal with me. Me and Jeff had a deal that we wouldn't put each other up. And he still wants me to hold to that next week. He's like, you know, you did it for a pawn and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? You know, of course, like, you and Shelly said it, but I don't want to be like, oh, of course I know. You know, 'cause I didn't want him to backdoor Danielle. I didn't at all. So, it sucks for me. But I knew what was going to happen. Ultimately.
Just too hot out there. I like it in here.
What's something else we can talk about?
I like the 1 week pass.
I took a lot of detail making that for you.
I know.
I really did.
I know. And that's where I'm just... Because obviously somebody's lying to me.
Out of the 2 of them? Or who? I'm not lying.
No.
Making sure
obviously, a few people are lying to me.
Shelly. I need to talk to her too because
You don't.
she.
Back pocket.
But yeah. She doesn't have the whole game.
I know.
So, and I know that because and Danny and the other, and I'm like, what? Shelly wants a 4-way deal with all of us. On that side or on this side. So, which is another thing for me, because I haven't trusted her in a long time. I mean, I have to get along with her, but like, I need a stronger team, which is like me and Danny, rather than you, Clea, and now Shelly.
No, I got that.
Because, trust me, I know Shelly lies about everything. But sometimes people play more emotionally, and the bond that she has with Jeff and Jordan is super emotional. They can say no, she can say no. Doesn't matter. Brendan was like their king, and then took him away. So this morning it was Smashing Pumpkins.
And then Suicidal.
For like a second.
2 seconds of it. I love that song. I fucking love that song. That's why I need HOH. I need my medal. I need to get my slippers and use some of your nail polish and paint skulls on my slippers.
That would be funny.
That's why I'm like, now I have to fucking win. I have to win this week.
Well, and then if you do, dude, next week's Fast Forward. Who you're not gonna be able to compete. Who's gonna compete to keep you here?
Right.
I know me and Danny will. I know she's told me the whole time we'd like to. I know Clea wanted to put you up, and me and her were like, hell no. I mean, we got rid of one of our closest allies and a good vote to keep you. And we're like,
But that, I'm still weird about that whole situation. Like, why did you put up Jordan if she really wanted to get Rachel out? Why didn't you put up somebody that could possibly...
because Jeff had a deal with Danny too.
Yeah, but you broke that deal already by putting up Jeff.
Clea.
Yeah.
Clea and them were like done.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Jeff, Jordan won't put her up. Jeff will because she put So Danny's obviously pissed. Because originally she wanted to